Hello, hello. Welcome to this beautiful call with Rekha Khatwani, and I am Reshma George for everybody who doesn't know us. And what are we talking about today, Rekha?
We are talking about creations. We are going to talk about your judgments about you when you're not creating.
Right. So, guys, what are your judgments about you? Thank you so much for joining us in this last moment creation of us, total humanoids. But yeah, what are your judgments about you? Your creations, about your creations. Anybody?
Yeah, I mean, I have one that I'm not creating enough. I received one judgment last day when I was having a word with my professor, and I was asking him, what else can I do with the course and stuff? And he's like, Shikha, you're too fast. I was like, interesting point of view. And he says, you're just too fast with everything. Slow down. You just need to do, you're like you go ahead 6 steps, and then where you should take 10 to finish it all and have it all. But then you just like you're there, and then you run away, and then you run away, and then you're like, and I was like, interesting point of view. And I was like, so many judgments about me. And all of that came in because he has someone who's kind of similar to who I be. And he's like, I just know you're this kind. And I was like, which is just so different from what I think, that I'm like not doing enough and I'm getting bored. So what else can I add? And I was like,
Wow. Okay, what else can you add?
Allah disturb him.
oh.
Sorry, there's just so much noise. I am so distracted. Anyways, so Shikha,
Yeah.
what is your superpower in all this? What is your capacity underneath all this judgment?
That I can actually create faster than most, and which is just like out of this reality, like really, really fast. Things actualize when I really want, and when I'm really there, present with it, it actualizes very, very fast.
Right.
And I realized that scares the shit out of me. I'm like, what? Am I really
Sorry,
that
say that
powerful?
again. And you realized?
That that I actually then I actually go into fear, and I'm like, what? Really? No?
Yeah.
Can I do that?
Hmm. So now can you acknowledge Rekha
Can
having
I ask you something?
Yes, Rekha.
What is your question?
No, she actually asked me about, what all judgments do we have, like
Yes.
I have about creating. And then I realized I judge myself because I actually end up actualizing things very, very fast when I'm present with it and when I really, really want it. Humanoid thing, like really fast when you really want something and you're like there, present with it, you actualize it really, really fast. And then I go into judgment like, no, really? Can I do it so fast? And then people are like, you are just gifted, you just know it, like, and all of that. And I'm like, no. Then and then I realized I just suppress it to the core.
Yeah, okay, good.
Okay, so can I take you to another step ahead from here?
Please.
Okay, so now that you know that you're really, really fast, and you said something like, I know that I'm really, really fast than some people on earth. What if you never had a reference point? How much more can you exponentialize this capacity of yours and actualize? Like, if something takes, say, for example, a day for you to actualize, what if it could just take minutes or seconds for you to?
Yeah.
And what if you never compared yourself to anybody else because you're unique on planet Earth? There's no one like you here.
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
Where, sorry?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so everywhere we're constantly trying to create like someone else and then feel that we're not creating enough. Could you please just try and create all of that?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, online, shorts, person, beyond. Everywhere reference points of other people's creation are actually being a limitation to us. So you please just try and create all of that.
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, POC, POD, online, shorts, person, beyond. What creative capacities do we have? What generative capacities do we have that nobody else on planet Earth has? And everywhere we are unwilling to tap into that capacity. Just so that we don't stand out different and we can be same as other people. Could we please just translate all of that?
Yes.
Right, John, goodbye, but I'm not sure it's resonant.
That was amazing.
Thank you. Rekha, you have anything to add there?
No.
Did you say yes?
Sorry?
Did you say yes?
No.
Okay, cool. Okay, cool.
I think she's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so who else?
Who else want to jump?
Yeah, exactly. Who else? What? Hi, Sanjeev. Who else would?
Hi, Reshma. So good to see you after so long.
Yeah, same here.
Hi, Sanjeev.
Hi, Rekha. I saw you the first thing. Like I opened your video and saw you, checked you out the first thing. So hi.
That is Rekha's excellent capacities to tap into people's worlds and pull till they actually acknowledge. Anyway, so what is it that you judge yourself the most? Guys, come on, we this is not a one-way class. We're here to have conversations. So this class is only going to get created if we talk. Like, it's not a class, it's a conversation.
Okay.
So yes, Mamta, thank you for joining us.
Hi.
Hi.
And I judge myself all the time for procrastinating and taking life very easy.
Oh wow, you judge yourself for taking life very easy?
And laid back,
Oh,
lackadaisical sort of a thing. Yeah.
okay. So everywhere you want to actually make your life difficult, could you please just try and uncreate all of that?
Yes.
Right, Papa. And what is underneath all of this, Mamta?
Maybe frustration or guilt. Yeah.
Okay. I feel like
Yeah.
just one more.
Reshma, you have started.
This is not mine. This one.
Screen.
Ah.
Oh,
Okay.
that's another Reshma.
Yes, that's another Reshma. So Rekha, you want to go for this?
Yeah, so when you're saying procrastination, can I share with you something?
Yeah, please.
You know, in Access, after coming into Access, I realized that like there are some things that we don't want to do, or maybe we know that it's not the time, and then we judge ourselves on the basis of the point of views that we have. Like, I should do this now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's like,
So maybe
okay.
maybe you can ask questions around this. Okay, is now the time?
Okay.
And
Okay.
could I add in there that
Yeah.
when you start judging yourself as to I don't do this, or rather,
Yeah.
I had to do this today and I haven't done it. Can you ask a question?
Yeah.
Okay, what am I aware of? What is it that's required here? What actions do I have to take? What energy do I would have to be to actualize this with total ease?
Okay.
What if there's nothing wrong? What if like, say for example, today you had to go to the bank and you chose not to go to the bank?
Yeah.
What if you were aware that probably you'd have to stand in a long line in the bank? What if you were aware that you'd probably get stuck in traffic? What if you were aware that you may have got into an accident if you would have got onto the road today?
Okay.
What if you always acknowledged that you're aware of whatever it is that you require to know?
Okay.
Have you heard of the tagline of Access?
Like?
It's empowering
empowering you to know that you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what if you always knew where you had to be? What if there's nothing wrong in procrastination? Like, what if, obviously, if you feel or if you know that you're being lazy, and you're not committing to your life and you're using that as an example, then what is required of you? How present, aggressively present would you have to be?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah? Is all of this light for you, Mita?
Yes.
Okay, cool. How does it get better?
Yeah.
Cool. Who else? What else? What are your judgments, guys? Yes, Shikha. Yes, I see your hand up.
So I have this question. I get it, at times that we are present with things. So somewhere we know and somewhere we are aware. However, we just let these points of views come in our way and we start judging. But then, there are these very moments where we tend to procrastinate. I mean, put things or rather delay things, put them away. Not really being aware, like just something. So, for instance, I have my exam and I'm not studying, for example, which is so true. I did that last night, but and I knew I could do it. However, it's just that, uh, yeah. So, so what do you wanna like? Would you wanna just add something onto that? Like at times we just do it. I read it in the foundation manual where it says that we're just humanoids and we just want to at times prove our power. So we
Yeah.
just tend to do that last minute
So are you doing that?
at times.
Okay, cool. So now that you know that you always want to prove how powerful you are, what are the choices you could make?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Mamta, did we answer your question? Was that good enough? Mamta, was that, did we answer your question?
Sort of, yeah.
Did you have anything to add to? I'm sorry, I forgot to ask.
No, not really.
Okay, good. Okay. What else? Who else, guys? What are your point of views about creation? Okay, Sanjeev says, I judge myself when I don't follow my knowing. Sanjeev. Sanjeev. Okay, we'll take his question when he's here.
Can I, Reshma, sorry.
Yes, Anil, go for it.
Acha, Resh, it's sometimes like it's most often I can say from my side, like wherever, like quoting for the say contracts
Sorry.
and quoting for quotations for contracts.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and sometimes giving pricing for the material purchasing sales. Most of the time, I always go in the judgment whether this is the right price, that is the right price, what price it should be, whether I'm at a higher side, like it's always even though pot and pork being pot and pork, it's pops up all the time.
Yeah.
Would you like to ask the product or the quotation or tender what price would you like to
Exactly, yeah.
be?
True.
Yeah.
That's awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
And Anil, if I can ask you, what are the other tools you could use here when these point of views show up?
Basically, I destroy, uncreate and destroy whatever comes.
Yes.
And what else is possible? What should I quote? It's basically what should I quote? What will be the correct, better price, correct price for this to quote? Like
Okay, can I ask you a question there?
Yeah, please.
Is correct price a judgment or an awareness?
Sometimes it's judgment, sometimes it's awareness as well.
Is there any correct price for any product?
Pardon, come again?
Is there a correct price?
No.
Yeah. So we're constantly trying to make our awareness right.
Yes.
That's
That's
when
what
we
I'm
will.
telling. Exactly, that's what I'm coming up. Every time, whatever I've, it's might be feeling, it might be awareness, might be anything, but it comes like, yeah, this should be the right thing for me, and I hold on to that, and things are getting passed on, but sometimes it's not.
Right. So could I suggest the most latest tool in Access?
Obvious.
Interesting point of view. I have this point of view. Is the latest tool that Gary just released 1 hour ago?
Okay.
Love you, Reshma, for this.
Sorry, what?
I said love you for this tool.
Yeah, thank you. But what I'm saying is everything is an interesting point of view. If you don't solidify anything, what can you
Yeah,
create?
that's cool. Yeah.
And what if you are not trying to solidify your quotation prices?
Correct.
What if that was
It's yeah. That I work on. I never solidify.
yeah, and how aware are you of who you're going to present it to?
But then who I'm going to?
Your quotation जिसको आप भेज रहे हो, how aware are you of those people?
Aware of those people, yeah, but I'm always work on my awareness basically.
No,
Their
so my
awareness.
question to you is, are you psychic?
Obvious.
And
Yes.
how much are you in their world when you're trying to quote somebody?
I never tried that. Going to their no, never. Nope.
Okay, let me give you this piece of information. When we are trying to do business, when we are trying to create a class, when you're trying to do a quotation, we're
Yes.
very aware of people's point of views as to what they may say.
Okay. Yeah.
And guess what? It's only an interesting point of view if you don't buy into it.
Definitely. I never work on that way. I never work on that way. I always, I fix up my this thing. It should be this much. I should get out of that.
Yes, Anil, I'm just getting you to acknowledge how aware you are of your clients.
Okay.
Are you aware or are you not aware? Truth.
New clients, no, but for my old clients, yes.
Okay. Cool. Hi, Wilma. It's so nice to have you on. Okay, Rekha, would you like to add anything to Anil there?
No, darling.
Okay. Sindhuja has a question. She says, creation for me would be even the minute things that often go unnoticed. Like someone smiles at me. I truly wonder if we were so present with that, what would that create? And how much would subtle minutes, unacknowledged paths contribute to our collective creation? I agree, Sindhu. What if we acknowledged every minute, every second was our creations, even if we created crap? We are a great and glorious creator, like Gary calls it. Regardless of what we are creating, either we're creating problems and trying to solve it, or we're creating possibilities, jumping into our lives with excitement and enthusiasm. Sanjeev? Yeah, we sort of did want to take your question, but you were busy talking to somebody, so we thought we'll take your question when you get here. So yeah, you said you judge yourself when you don't follow your knowing. Yeah. So what can you do with that awareness now, Sanjeev?
Make my awareness right.
And the other person wrong?
So it's like there were times when there have been times when I'm about to go to some place, and right before I go there, I get an awareness that if I go to this place, it's heavy, okay? But still, I'm like, but I can't cancel my next minute. My friends are waiting, they're going for a party or a movie. So I sometimes very light to hang out with some people, some friends, and some, it's very light and it's very joyful. Sometimes it's very heavy. And then I go and it ends up being very boring or it ends up like my energy. And then I'm like, oh my God, I had the awareness, it's not creating later. Why did I choose it? And I go into judgment of myself.
Okay, great. So now, yeah,
He
Rekha,
left the meeting.
no,
And he leaves the meeting and he's back.
Hey guys,
He's
I'm
back.
going off. Sorry to disturb you all, and thank you so much. Love you all. Have
You're
a great day.
welcome. I'll see you next
Bye.
time.
Thank you
Bye.
for joining.
Yes, thank you for joining too.
Thank you so much, all of you. Yeah, love you all. Take care. Bye bye.
Bye.
Sanjeev, are you here? So I can ask you a question. Oh, he says data issues. So if it's heavy, I still choose it sometimes. Okay, cool. So Sanjeev, now, so we as humanoids love choosing what's heavy, just so that we see what gets created after choosing something that's heavy. It's fun for us, and we do it. But
Yes, we do it.
now, very often. So now that we have that awareness that we as humanoids would like to prove that our awareness was right, so we choose the heaviness and then want to prove that our awareness is right. And then we would like to blame ourselves and make ourselves wrong because we didn't follow our awareness.
And see, what we do is, rather than choosing ease, we would like to be the bull जो जाके किसी से टकरा जाए.
Yeah?
Right. So my question is, would you like to choose ease or would you like to be the bull?
I'd like to choose being an easy bull.
Right? He was coming on that one.
But still, your head will be hit on the wall.
Unless you choose to hit a cushion or something.
Certainly, Sanjeev likes it.
Giving gory graphic details of heads splattering across the wall with such a beautiful smile that you don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Yeah. So guys, like Rekha, right? Like she pointed out to us, either we can choose ease or we can choose
Bullfight.
solving our problem. Bullfight. What are we choosing? So Kavita has a question. I hope we've answered your question, Sanjeev. And Kavita has a
So what question can we ask afterwards? Like, okay, so rather than going into regret or shame, blame, shame of the self that, oh my God, I knew it was not going to create greater. Why the fuck did I choose that? Instead of going there, what other question can we ask?
You can ask, okay, I wonder what do I love about it? I wonder what do I love about not trusting my awareness?
Yeah.
Also, if I could add there, I would ask, what am I aware of?
Okay. What am I aware of?
And what contribution is this being to my world?
Yeah.
Because everything is a contribution to us. So if we didn't go into right and wrong, and if we went to what are we aware of, we would.
Yeah.
And I wonder what this choice contributed in creating my future.
Wow. Thank you so much.
Okay, Kavita has a question. She says, I'm not getting interview calls. I'm trying to get a job. Kavita, are you here? Yes, she's here. Kavita. Okay. So can I say a little bit about try? When we're trying to do something, what does that mean? What does that mean, guys, when we're trying to do
We are not going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi, I'm on the call.
Oh, you are. We couldn't hear you.
Yeah, no, I am.
Okay, cool. So Kavita, when you're trying to get a job, what does that mean?
I'm applying to a lot of jobs, but then I don't get any interview calls, and I have experience. It's not that, I'm a fresher or something. I have more than 10 years experience, but now I've moved to a different place. So I'm looking for a job and not really getting so many interviews. I'm not getting any interview calls. And I don't want to keep saying that the market is bad and shit like that,
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't make too much sense. So I don't know what to do, what to think, how to apply any tools. I don't know.
Okay. Is it that you don't know how to apply tools, or is it that what are you aware of, Kavita?
No, what tools can I apply? What should I say?
Okay, so
Interesting point of view.
when you're saying I am not getting calls, I am not getting any jobs, truth, is that an awareness or is that a conclusion?
That's my situation, what I'm reporting to you.
So
That's
did this situation come first or did the point of view come first?
the situation.
Okay, are you sure? Truth?
I think so. I
So when
think
you
so
started
because see,
applying, okay, when you started applying, you said, "Yay, I'm going to get a job tomorrow. I'm going to start applying." Were you excited, or did you go into, "Oh my God, yaar, job ke liye apply karna, pata nahi milega, nahi milega."
it's that. Pata nahi milega, nahi milega.
So what point of view is that?
That's restless point of view and worried point of view.
And what is the underlying assumption?
That it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, thank you for acknowledging, Kavita. And what is getting created now with that point of view?
Actually, exactly that is what is getting created. You're right.
So now, what tools can you use here?
What will it take for me to get an amazing job? I say that a few times, but I really don't know how many times I can say it or what to do or
It's
what will it
no,
take.
it's really not about asking a question 100,000 times. It's about actually being congruent to your ask. Whenever you're saying, "Oh, what will it take for me to get this job?" There is so much sadness. Where is the enthusiasm? Where is the joy? Where is the excitement for actually getting into a job? Do you even
Yeah,
do you even want a job? Do you even desire to create it?
of course I do.
Okay.
So what should I do? How should I be excited about the search?
To start with, interesting point of view is the tool, my friend. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view that I'm not getting a job. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view that it's difficult for me to get a job. Interesting point of view, I haven't got any interview calls. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Interesting point of view, I have this freaking point of view. And
Uh-huh.
then, and then you can ask, what would it take for me to have a contributive, nurturing, caring work environment where I'm paid whatever amount you'd like or more, but totally
And what if you could ask the job to show up,
find you.
find you? Where have we
Yeah.
decided that we have to chase everything we desire rather than pulling everything into our lives?
Actually, that's so true. The job can look for me, right? Why
Yep,
should I have to look for the job?
yep.
Or anything, actually. Anything that we desire. Why should we only have to look for it?
Yes, and every time you create a point of view, every time you conclude, you push things away from you. Even
Yeah.
it starts to come to you, you create a point of view and you say to that thing, stop. I have this point of view. Until I don't delete it, don't come to me.
Okay. Should I poke and pod it?
You
Destroy
just
and
have to
uncreate?
say, okay, interesting point of view, I have this point of view. All the point of view that I have created around this, around my job, and everywhere
Yeah.
I have judged myself for not getting the job. I'm not willing to. Are you now willing to destroy and uncreate it all?
That's amazing. I'm already
Right, wrong,
feeling
good, bad,
light.
for a lane, shorts, boys, and beyonds.
Also, can I add in there? So every time
Yeah,
we
please.
are chasing something, a job, business idea, relationships, what does that mean? What is our assumption there?
That we are not getting it.
And what else?
That the thing that we are chasing is resisting us.
Okay, what else?
And it's difficult. That is the point of view we have taken to.
And that thing that we're chasing is more valuable than we are. So if the job is going to contribute to you, Kavita, in this case, are you
Yeah,
not going
darling.
to contribute to that job or the company?
Yes, of course.
Isn't that a gifting and receiving in itself?
It is.
And where have we assumed and concluded that the job is more valuable to us than we are to the job?
So then what should I do?
Everything that is, would you destroy and create all of that?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, talk, on, and shorts, person beyond. What's the value? You tell me, what's the value of not valuing you or honoring you?
Yeah, I'm chasing it away.
No, that's not that. What, there's something else there. What is that?
I'm not acknowledging my own value.
Yes. And what's the value of that? Not acknowledging your own value.
I'm not excited about it.
Okay. And what's the value of that?
Ultimately, you end up feeling miserable.
What's the value of that?
You don't get what you're looking for.
Okay. What's the value of never valuing yourself, Kavita?
You make it difficult for you to get the things that you're looking for.
Okay. And everywhere, all the Shiko implants and explants that's keeping all of these distractors in place. Could you please just try and create all of that?
Yes.
The value of never valuing yourself. Good night. The value of never valuing yourself is to prove to others that you're a valuable product. Shika's like,
No,
what? What are you saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
One more time, please.
She's saying the value of not valuing yourself is for people to value you. Wow, that's complicated.
Is it? So we don't value ourselves. We're constantly trying to serve. Okay, here's my husband. Here's my boyfriend. Here's my best friend. Okay, what can I do for you? I'm a valuable product. Tell me, how can I be valuable to you? Okay, yeah, I am a valuable product. I have to prove I'm a valuable product. What can I be for you? Oh, my dog is here. He's like, oh, I'm also a valuable product. What can I be here?
Oh, yo, what a sweet dog. What's his name?
His name's Skylar.
Skylar. Oh, that's a lab.
No, it's a Cocker Spaniel.
Oh,
Reshma is saying
his eyes are so lab-like.
Facilitate me too.
Sorry. What?
You know, Reshma, I'm sorry to interrupt. I love dogs too.
Facilitate me too.
Yeah,
I
go for
love
it.
dogs too. Even I have a German Shepherd.
Oh, you
But
do?
yeah, I do.
Okay,
But
so let's come back to our conversation.
yeah,
Yeah.
what you are
What's the
saying,
value
even I
of
have.
never valuing yourself is for people to value you.
Yes.
That's so true. And what you just said is almost giving me goosebumps because, you know, that's exactly what I do. And I don't value myself. And that's why I want people to somehow value me. So basically, I want to say, okay, I'll do this for you. So then probably you'll value me, you know. I'll do this very well. Then probably you'll be. And then I tell myself, see, I do that for them. And I don't think anybody else would so well that I do it.
Yeah. And is that
That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, is that working?
No, actually.
So now what can we choose? What can we choose?
We can destroy and uncreate.
Can we choose? Yes. Destroy and uncreate all the point of views we have about not being the valuable product, about not choosing to be ourselves in every freaking given point of time, about not being at fish, but not be everybody's genie. everywhere we're trying to fulfill other people's dreams, asks, and giving up ourselves for them. Could we please just try and create all of that?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, Rangat, bad papa, and shots for some babies. Cool. So, Rekha, you said something in between and I couldn't hear anything you said. What was that?
I said he is asking for your facilitation.
Oh, yeah, he's always wanting my attention. He's like, give me attention, give me attention. I am valuable. What if we could be that? What if we never had to ask from a space of desperation, but what if we could pull our energy? He pulled all our energy for those 10 seconds, didn't he? He didn't bark, he didn't fight, he didn't do any of these things. We all were looking at him for those 10 seconds. How aggressively present would we have to be the pull? Yeah. What else? Rekha, you have any of your golden nuggets to tell us here?
Maybe later, maybe we can ask some questions.
Okay, cool. Do you want to?
Okay, where you would like to go, guys, from here? What would you like to receive from us?
Oh.
What are your judgments about yourself, about your creation? And it's now the time to create a reality without having any judgments. It's now the time to create a reality of no judgments, where judgments cannot exist. And what is required of you.
Yeah. Okay, Namrata has a question. I don't know what she responded to this. She said, we should also look at if heavy is true or light true for us. It's not thumb rule, always light is true and heavy lie. It can be vice versa too. Namrata, are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah, would you like to ask your question? How very clear is what you meant by that?
You said like what are we aware about heavy and light? It can be opposite also, like heavy can be true for us.
Right. Yeah. Rekha, would you like to talk on that?
I'm not getting, like, what's her question?
Her question, so what I get out of this is that most often we use light and heavy as an excuse to not create. Oh, this is not light. This is heavy, so I'm not going to go for it. So say, for example, if there's a project that's come and I say that, oh, it's not light for me to go. But do we ask another question? What am I aware of here? What is heavy here? What is the lie here? What is sticking me here? What if we never used heavy as an excuse to not create that? What if we looked at what is lie here?
What if we have barriers up and that's because of that we are...
Yes, that could be one of the situations, one of the cases.
And there are so many times when something is heavy for those 10 seconds and then it turns into light if you ask some questions.
Say that again, Rekha.
Sometimes, like when you ask a question and you get you get an answer of heavy, like it's heavy for you. When you ask some more questions, it turns into something which is light.
Yeah, that happens. And it's little easy.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
like for example, if you would like to choose something and it's heavy, maybe, like for example, I can share my thing with you. I wanted to create a website for me, and there were other things that I think that my business required as of now. and it was heavy. Why it was heavy? Because those were my judgments, and those were the point of views that my business should have these things. And when I cleared all those point of views, I got the awareness that no, my business will require it, but this is not the time. So when you ask questions and you clear your point of views, and when you ask like what am I aware of, is now the time, you ask more questions and you get clarity. And sometimes maybe it's a boundary that you don't want to go beyond.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for
Does
that.
that help?
Yeah, very much. Thankful, yeah.
You're most welcome, Namrata. Okay, Zeel has another question. She says, Reshma, can you please talk about this? Lie market is bad. And all the stereotypes. By the Zeel, are you here? Zeel is not here. Okay, I don't really clearly know what she meant by that. It said, okay, so she meant the market says don't be too excited, otherwise opposite things will happen. Okay. I have no idea what she meant, so I think we'll go to the next question. Wilma, you
No,
had
I
a
think
question.
Reshma, I think when I think when Kavita was saying that markets are bad, that time she
Oh,
posted the question. She
okay.
said like about that lie that markets are bad
Okay.
now, and yeah, on that I think that's what
Okay,
she
cool.
meant. I think.
Thank you for that one. Thank you. Okay, Wilma, you had a question?
Yes, thank you. I had a question.
Yes.
My question is that there are a lot of times when I ask for things and they show up, and at the start of it, at the onset, it looks like a great creation. And I go into a lot of Pico universes that, oh, what else is possible? What are the infinite possibilities? Ye ho jayega, wo ho jayega. And after some time, it fizzes out. And then there is a gestation period where I'm like, oh, I'm not creating anything, and then I get back to creating. And it's been happening like a couple of times in the past few months, especially since I've moved to the UK. That I'm creating something, it's going down the drain, then I'm like, okay, now let me get back up. I'm creating something else, and when I'm creating, there are a lot of Pico universes getting created. So what can I do to change that? I'm sure a lot of us humanoids, the minute we create something, we're like, oh, wow, this is possible, that is possible, this happens, that happens. So, and then, I don't know, somewhere a lot of the energy fizzes out, or what exactly happens?
Okay, so when something gets created, do you ask more questions or do you go into the conclusions that it has already got created?
I actually do go into a lot of conclusion as well, and I also ask questions. I do both. I ask how does it get better, what else is possible. That's like my staple diet. I ask it like 1,000,000 times a day. But I think, yeah, I also go into a lot of conclusions. Yay, what a phenomenal creator I am, blah, blah, blah. All of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what if you could ask, what is required to actualize this?
Okay. Okay, so when I create a Pico universe, I ask what is required to actualize this.
No, when you create a Pico universe, you just have to acknowledge that, oh, I created a Pico universe. The thing that I would like to actualize, it's not created, but I have created here. So here it is completion. Then you won't take necessary steps to actualize that in this physical reality.
That's actually exactly what happens.
Okay, so what do you love about creating Pico universes?
Oh, it's fun. It's a lot of fun to have things going on in my head and living it all in my head. And oh, it's like Alice in Wonderland.
Okay, so what's the problem there?
The problem is when this reality hits that, array, nothing is happening actually in this reality. Everything happened in my head, and nothing is happening in this reality. Like, it's the rate at which I create, I believe it's totally magical. Like people just show up. They're willing to do they're willing to give me what exactly I want, and like partnerships are showing up and all. And the minute something shows up, like I had a partnership which I got into like around 3 months back, and it was really good. But 3 months down the line, it has totally fizzed out, and now there is another thing showing up, and I'm trying to not get into the Pico universe, but it's so much fun, ki arey ye hoga to wo hoga to, I just can't stop thinking about it. Like, if I'm cleaning the house or doing something, automatically in my head, I'm fantasizing. Acha, ye hoga to, wo hoga to. And it is actually
Okay.
a lot.
So rather than resisting going into the Pico universe, what if you allow yourself to spend 2-3 days creating Pico universes like hell? What if you
Okay.
start indulging it? Okay, I'm not going to create anything in this physical reality. I will create everything here.
Okay, that's pretty much what I do actually.
Yeah, but the thing is, you are judging yourself for that, and you have already decided that creating Pico universe is wrong. And it doesn't create.
Okay. Okay. I don't want to use but.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
So, do you have only this one thing going on for you? This one project that you're talking about?
Yes, right now, yes.
Okay. And is that working for you?
Not really.
Okay,
There is
so
something that also goes on that, if I involve myself in this project, then I won't have time for anything else. Or wo kaise karungi, wo kaise karungi. There's too much of shit.
ifs
There's a
and
lot
buts.
happening in my head all the time.
Yeah, so interesting point of view is the tool for you, Vilma. And we humanoids, when we have only one thing going on, we make that project significant. We indulge. We go to the ifs and buts, and we make it so big, and then it gets destroyed.
Oh. Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Yeah, true.
So what if you had 5 projects going on at the same time? Will you have so much time to think about this one project?
No, I won't.
And will that create greater truth?
Okay, when I perceive the energy of it, definitely. But when I get back into my mind, it says, how the hell are you going to manage? Because you're already occupied 6 days a week.
And what does Gary talk about getting into your head?
What he says, thinking is thinking.
Yes, thank you. So like Rekha said, you can indulge in it and think all that you want about it.
Okay.
And then choose. Do you really want this project to actualize in this reality? Or you
Oh, yes, I do. It's something that I really wish to have, and it's exactly what I wish to have.
but Vilma, you've already lived it in your head already, so you don't need it to actualize in this reality.
I would really like it to actualize in this reality. It's a lot of fun.
No, you can't.
Oh God. The funny part is, Gary and Dan say that when you tell a human you can't, they will go and make it happen. But most of the actors facilitators are so sweet, and they tell you, no, you can't, no, you can't. Like, "Okay, yaar, I can't."
Yeah.
You can't be so cute when you're challenging someone.
So what I'm saying is, Vilma, either you make it significant and you destroy it.
Yeah, true.
Or you go out there and create.
Okay.
And stop getting into your head. What's the value of that?
True.
Is that the easiest way to stop yourself? Or
Yeah.
maybe not.
Yep. I get it.
Reshma, I have a small question.
Yes, Mamta.
I'm having this very nagging pain in my shoulder, right shoulder.
Did it start?
Getting the physio done.
Okay.
And I cleared the entities as well.
Okay.
Twice.
Are you keeping your business hours?
Sorry?
Are you keeping your business hours?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
In fact, there are hardly any hours at times because there's not much of traffic in.
No,
I
that's
have
not what
a
I meant.
consultancy. Sorry? Yeah.
That's not what I meant. With entities, are you keeping your business hours?
I don't. Okay.
Have you
No.
done the Talk to the Entities class?
No, I haven't. I've just done house and space clearing. And I've done 6
I would.
body processes, foundation.
Okay.
And
I
a
would
bars
highly suggest that you get to a Talk to the Entities class.
It is indicating that.
So there are a lot of tools, Mamta, that are covered in a Talk to the Entities class.
Okay.
And it facilitates so much ease into your life. It's not about communicating with entities at all. But that, even though that is one part of it, but it brings a lot of ease into your world, in your daily life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm having
I'm not sure if we can take the question about entities here on this call.
Okay.
But maybe you can reach out to me and we can facilitate you through that.
And Mamta, if you don't define it as pain, what information your body is trying to give you?
What information? Okay, the only information that I am getting is one, that I need to correct my body posture. I need to take life easy. Yeah, I'm carrying a bit too much on my shoulders.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
But all this is giving me harboring a lot of guilt because for the last 10-15 days, I've just not been able to do anything at home, even during this festive season. And it's not helping the cause.
So everywhere you have decided that you have to give something and always give. Will you please just join and create it?
Yes.
Right on the bread for align shots, boys and beyonds. Everywhere you have taken this job of always taken the job of giver and giver, and not be a receiver. Will you please just turn and create it now?
Yes.
Right on the bread for align shots, boys and beyonds. What if you could allow? What if your body is trying to say that it's now let me receive? I would like to receive.
Yeah.
Would you like to receive contribution from your family?
Yes.
An interesting point of view, I have this point of view that I haven't done anything in my home from 10 to 15 days. You are there is itself a contribution to them. Would you like to consider this as a possibility?
Yeah, I get that.
Also, what if you didn't have to do everything by yourself, Mamta? What if you could ask for someone, like, obviously receive energetically all the contribution and whatever your family is willing to contribute? Also ask if somebody else could contribute in doing whatever you used to do. And what if your body is saying it's not fun anymore?
Yeah, it is definitely not fun. That I
So
clearly
get
see.
help. We live in India.
Yeah.
Help is easily available here.
Yeah, not getting help as well. That's
Not
again.
asking for it.
Okay. No, I've been asking for it, but anyways, yeah, not getting it. Yeah.
Pull it into your world.
Sorry?
Pull it into your world.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, we have a few more questions. Rekha, do we have?
We have a meeting.
Right, we have a meeting. We've got to run, but I would like to invite you to the next call that we'll be announcing it soon, and we're going to have it on a regular basis. So wait for us to announce it, and we'll see you in that call. Yeah?
Yeah, sure. Reshma, I'll connect with you on the other personal message for the entities thing. Right?
Sure.
Thank you.
And
thank you. So kind. Thank you for being
Thank
such
you,
a
girls. You all are amazing. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you, Emma. Thank
you for joining.
Thank you so much.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
You're most
Thanks a
welcome.
lot.
You're most
Bye-bye.
welcome. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.